G'day, Dave here, the Enlightened Plumber, with today's quote. Life is a difficult exam. Many people fail because they copy other people's answers, not realizing that everyone has a different exam paper. Life is a difficult exam. Many people fail because they copy others, not realizing that everyone has a different question paper. This is from Dandapani. Well, let's get into this one. Life is an exam. Well, yeah, it can be. Life is certainly a challenge. Life is a test for sure, and that's probably where this exam piece comes in. And the other part of this is that life is very much an individual experience. Life is for me to live. It's for you to live. It's for your friends, your neighbors, your family. Everybody's got to live their own lives separately. Now, as people, as communities, we kind of intermingle and join up, and so we get entangled in one another's lives, but that doesn't mean to say that we are living somebody else's life. With that in mind, I have my life. I spend most of my life with my other half. And although we intermingle and a lot of our stuff goes on together, we still have separate lives. It's still important for both of us to do our own things. Now, that works out better for both of us if the bits and pieces we have going on in our lives that we want to achieve are essentially the same. If there's one part we've got in common and then we're both going in different directions, well, it just means that our lives, doesn't mean it can't work, but it just means our lives are going to have more time apart, more things going on. And that's sort of how a job ideally should work, or career or something like that, is that most of the details mesh with what the company's values, goals, and dreams are, or kind of align with what yours are, so therefore you can spend more time in collaboration going for the same thing rather than fighting each other trying to go off and do something different. And a fight's not really the right word, but that's kind of how it comes out sometimes. So there are lots of people who go through school as the classic example of, well, I'm just gonna make life, or make my test easier. I'm gonna copy someone else's test. Well, as I recall it, that worked for maybe grade 1 or the first couple of years up to maybe, say, grade 6, 7, 8, something like that, where everybody's learning the same things and the tests are essentially all the same, and that's it. Well, okay, I can copy, right? Well, it doesn't do me any favors if I'm copying someone else's paper, and ultimately it's not going to do someone else any favors if they're copying me. And well, okay, at a regular school exam, what if I don't know the answer, but hey, I'm sure confident, I'm just writing something down, and someone else copies them? Well, okay, so if they're copying me, and I've got the wrong answer, well, they're guaranteed to have the wrong answer. So that's not great. Now, that also works in life. Well, if someone's wanting to do what I'm doing, even though what I'm doing is not making my life great, and this is unfortunately quite a common scenario. So if I am on a path that is not great, say I'm into stealing things, I'm into robbing, I'm into going down bad paths, taking someone's intellectual property, whatever it may be, whatever path that is that's not right, well, if someone then starts copying me because they're seeing me do it and I'm succeeding or appearing to, that's not great, because, well, now later on in life I'm going to suffer some consequence, because that's usually what happens, and they're also going to be involved in this consequence. It works out not too bad if I'm doing everything right, and that's a good way to be. But again, I can copy someone else and what they're doing in life, which again is not a bad plan. In fact, it's actually a great plan, providing that who I'm copying is who I want to be. So if, again, it comes into this whole meshing, if who I want to copy has everything I want, does the things I want to do, has the same dreams, same intentions, same philosophies as I do, then if I copy them, okay, now I'm cheating in life because I'm copying them, but I am more on my way to getting to what I want. If, however, I'm copying someone who appears to be doing well, but it's got nothing to do with how I feel or want to live my life, well, then I'm going to suffer. and so it's not a great thing. So ideally we want to live our own lives. I want to live my life for me, and you should live your own life for you. So this copying thing is great if someone's doing that and you want to be like them, but if not, still it's your own life. Do it your way. So with that, life is an exam. Most people fail at life. How about that? Most people fail because they are copying the answers from someone else's questions, not realizing that everyone has a different exam. Oh, deep. From Dandapani and myself, Dave the Enlightened Plumber, choose your life to be your life. Don't copy someone else unless they happen to do everything you want to do, which is fine. And just remember, you can only fail if you are copying or living someone else's life and not doing it the way you want it to be done. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.